Welcome to this explainer. Today, whether you're a homeowner, a landlord, or an investor, we're mastering a skill that could literally save your property and your life savings, verifying a Florida contractor license online. Because honestly, hiring the wrong person can absolutely wreck your finances.
Okay, picture this. A massive storm has just rolled through. Your roof is leaking, you're pretty desperate, and a really friendly crew knocks on your door offering a great deal for an immediate fix. You hand over a $20,000 cash deposit, and poof, they vanish. Or worse, they actually do the work, the roof collapses, and you realize they were never even legally allowed to touch your house. Every single year in Florida, thousands of people lose huge sums of money by hiring unlicensed contractors, especially right after hurricanes or sudden plumbing emergencies. If you don't know how to verify these credentials, you're risking abandoned projects, massive permit violations, and total financial ruin.
So here's our game plan for today. The threat of unlicensed scams, decoding Florida licenses, step-by-step verification, spotting red flags, real-world scenarios, and final protection steps. Let's jump right in.
Number 1, the threat of unlicensed scams and why you have zero legal protection. Here's the brutal truth. Unlicensed work means absolutely zero legal protection for you. If you hire someone without a license, your contract is completely unenforceable by law. You literally cannot force them to honor it. And it gets scarier. If an unlicensed worker gets hurt on your property or if their shoddy work causes damage, you can be held fully liable. The state of Florida takes this so seriously that doing unlicensed work during a declared state of emergency, like right after a hurricane, is actually a third-degree felony. Moving on to part 2, decoding Florida licenses. Let's talk about certified versus registered. All right, everything starts with the DBPR. That's the Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation. Think of them as the ultimate source of truth. They set the benchmarks for trades like roofing, plumbing, electrical, the whole shebang. If a contractor claims to be licensed, the DBPR is the one who officially says yes or no. The big distinction you need to know is between certified and registered contractors. A certified contractor passed rigorous state exams and can legally work anywhere in Florida. A registered contractor only passed local county requirements and had to stay in that specific area. But hey, quick heads up on this. Because of a recent law called House Bill 735, those local registered licenses are actually being phased out to create a standardized, state-issued environment everywhere. All right, Section 3, Step-by-Step Verification. Time to check the databases. First up, head over to myfloridalicense.com. Click on Verify a License. You can search by their name, their business name, or their license number. But here's a massive pro tip. In Florida, a construction business has to be qualified by a licensed individual. You have to make sure that the individual's license is officially tied to the exact business name printed on your estimate. If it doesn't match, you might be dealing with a scammer who's illegally renting someone else's license. Once you pull them up, don't just glance at the name and close the tab. You need to see the word active. If it says inactive, suspended, or delinquent, they cannot legally work on your house, period. Check the expiration date, ensure their classification actually matches the job. You definitely don't want a plumber installing your roof. And check for any public complaints or disciplinary actions. But we aren't stopping there. You also need to check sunbiz.org, which is run by the Florida Division of Corporations. You want to confirm the business is actively registered in Florida and hasn't been administratively dissolved. Scammers love to use fake corporate names or names that sound vaguely like legitimate companies, so checking Sunbiz protects you from corporate identity fraud. Database number 3, the DFS, or Department of Financial Services Workers' Compensation Portal. You have to check if they have active workers' comp coverage or a valid exemption. Because think about it, if a guy falls off your roof and there's no insurance, your personal homeowner's insurance and your personal assets could be completely on the hook. Section 4, Spotting Red Flags. Let's figure out when to just walk away. Look, scammers absolutely prey on panic. So watch out for the high-pressure, door-to-door sales tactics right after a disaster. Huge upfront cash requests, massive red flag. Refusing to write things down? No way. And beware of the handyman offering to do major structural, roofing, or electrical work. A handyman can do basic non-structural tasks, but stepping over that line is totally illegal. Even the smartest homeowners make mistakes when they're stressed out. The biggest one is hiring just based on the cheapest bid without checking any credentials. Or thinking a basic county business tax receipt is the same thing as a state contractor license. It is not. Never skip the written contract,
And please, don't blindly trust social media ads or fake online reviews. Always verify.
Okay, Section 5, Real-World Scenarios. Let's apply what we've learned.
Whether you're bringing in a roofer, a general contractor for a big remodel, or an electrician, the state has incredibly strict rules. To even hold a DBPR license, a contractor must carry a minimum of $300,000 in general liability insurance and $50,000 in property damage insurance. So if a guy tells you he doesn't need insurance for your specific job, he's lying to your face.
Now, this is important. This is the Florida Homeowners Construction Recovery Fund claim form. It's a state-run financial safety net for homeowners who get ripped off by a contractor's fraud. But read the fine print. You are completely disqualified from this fund if you hired an unlicensed contractor. If you hire a scammer, the state will absolutely not bail you out. Finally, Section 6, Final Protection Steps. What to do right before you sign.
All right, before you actually put pen to paper, compare multiple bids so you don't fall for an artificially low scam price. Make sure your contract says, in writing, that the contractor is responsible for pulling the permits. Match every name on that paper to DBPR and SunBiz one last time. And ask them about subcontractors, because those guys need to be properly licensed and insured too.
Now, a quick heads up. Florida's building codes and licensing laws, like that House Bill 735 we talked about, are constantly changing. These databases are a fantastic starting point, but you should always consult qualified legal, insurance, or construction professionals for guidance specific to your unique project.
So it really all boils down to this. Checking my Florida license, SunBiz, and the workers' comp portal takes less time than drinking your morning coffee. It's literally the most critical thing you can do to protect your money and your home. So next time you need repairs, are you going to take 5 minutes to verify that license? Or are you willing to risk losing everything to a scammer? Take control, do the check, and build with confidence.